Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'll be covering some fun bridal shower favors, and we're going to be doing 5 different projects because my niece is getting married later this year, and I thought it'd be really nice to come up with some cute ideas for a bridal shower or even a bachelorette party. I'll be using my new Cricut Explore 3, so big thank you to Cricut for sponsoring this video. Let me know at the end which of these projects is your favorite, and let's go ahead and get started with the first craft. I thought it would be fun to have some treat jars filled with candies, so I found this mason jar that I already had on hand and these heart-shaped candies that I thought were really cute. If you're not familiar with Cricut, it's a smart cutting machine that works on hundreds of materials, so I thought it would be perfect for this little treat jar craft. I've already picked out a design in Cricut Design Space. That's a free software that comes with your machine, and I've selected one that's perfect for a mason jar. It says forever and ever, so I'm just selecting the different material types and following the directions in the app. I love that the software tells you exactly what to do, so there's really no guesswork involved. It's pretty easy.
Had great patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that have what it takes inside.
Oh my gosh, I just love the way these turned out, and I love the contrast of the letters with the pink candy inside. I think it's got such a cute shabby chic look, so let me know what you think. For the next project, I wanted to use some of my lavender sugar scrub and put it in a small mason jar as a little extra treat. I decided to create my own gift tags using Cricut Design Space on my laptop this time. There are hundreds of different images and fonts you can choose from in Design Space, so it gave me a lot of options to find a shape that looked like a tag and then add the words "thank you." There were so many fonts to choose from. I had a hard time deciding, but I finally landed on this little script font, and I decided to do kind of a double layered tag with a little heart shape as the cutout, which I thought would be a little extra cute. Then I just had to pick my materials and get it all set up to send to my machine. This time I'm going to be using a mat and some cardstock that I already had on hand.
What it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who.
I love these little gift tags. I actually cut a few more just to have them handy, and I think the little ribbon around the rim, it looks kind of bridal and really sweet. For the next project, I wanted to make this votive candle holder. I saw this project on Cricut Design Space and I thought it was just adorable. I went ahead and measured my votive candle holder and then made sure that everything was sized correctly, went through the same process of choosing my materials, and then sent the project to my Cricut. For this project, I was able to use a glitter pen, and it was just as easy as putting it in the second slot on my machine, and that was really cool because it drew everything for me and it looked way prettier than if I had tried to write it myself. To finish the project, I just had to insert other colors of paper, and it cut out all of the shapes for me, so I just hot glued them all together, and it really only took a few minutes to make this. Okay, how cute is this? I love this little votive candle holder, and I think the little details with the leaves and the flowers are super sweet. You can put a faux votive candle inside or even a real one. I'll link to these down in the description box if you're interested, but I think this is a winner. I also thought it would be cute to have a DIY bookmark as a bridal shower favor, so I went back to Design Space and I decided to use a similar shape as the thank you gift tags. I just made it a little bit longer and then added text saying all you need is love. I also decided to keep the same font as I did for the gift tags. That way everything would kind of look like it goes together. So I changed the font and then again decided to add a little heart shape for the cutout. I really like a layered look, so it's easy to copy and paste a shape and then you can just insert different patterns of cardstock or whatever paper you have to make a layered design. You can buy tassels already made, but since I had a lot of embroidery floss on hand, I just decided to make my own. I folded a piece of cardstock and then wrapped the floss around it several times until I had enough threads. Then I inserted another piece of thread to tie off the tassel at the top. If you're interested in me doing a tassel and pom-pom video, drop me a line in the comments below. To finish the tassel, you just need to tie a string in the middle to be able to attach it to the bookmark. Then we'll tie one last piece of floss around all of the strings to hold the tassel together. So let me know what you think of this bookmark. I think it's kind of a fun way to remember the event, and it's really simple and kind of sweet and charming. For the last project, I'll be making wedding ring gift bags using the new Cricut EasyPress 3. I found these adorable mini tote bags and I thought they'd look great with a little holographic iron-on vinyl in the shape of a wedding ring. I found a great project on Design Space for a ring treat bag and decided to modify it just a little bit. Since I only have one color of holographic vinyl, I decided to weld these two shapes together to form one shape that I could cut out at one time. I'm going to be using the Cricut EasyPress 3 to press my design onto my tote bag. It comes with a new app called Cricut Heat that helps you with every step of the process. You just put in what type of iron-on you're using and what material, and it takes all of the guesswork out of it for you and communicates to the heat press. This is so much easier than when I used to use my household iron to do iron-ons. If you're interested in seeing my unboxing of this heat press along with a complete review, I'm going to link a video up here once it goes live. I decided to fill these little bags with some fancy tea. You can also put a sachet or some potpourri inside. I also happen to have these little packets of honey that I thought went perfectly with the tea, and I think this makes a great little bridal shower favor. I know I love getting something like this because I'm a big tea drinker, and I think it's so cute that these little pouches fit the little honey and tea, and that ring just sparkles and looks so pretty. Let me know which of these was your favorite project down in the comments below, and stay tuned for more Cricut tutorials if you're new to the machine and want to learn more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.